Hey guys, it's Ben from Snowboard Gamer. I'm here with my daughter Kinsey.
Hi!
And today we're going to be doing a video about games for 8-year-olds. I have a co-worker who went down to the Wizard's Chest the other week. There are so many games there and he wasn't sure which ones to buy. So he asked for my recommendation. So I figured who better to ask for recommendations than my daughter, who is 13.
So here's what he wanted. He wanted games from 2 to 4 players, and he says that his 8-year-old can play like Pandemic, Settlers of Catan, and just more in-depth games. So we got some in-depth games, some less in-depth games, all-around games that are fun for 8-year-olds.
All right, what's the first one, Kinsey?
The first game is Takeoko. I really like this game. It's about these people who were given the gift of a panda, but the panda is going around on their farm eating all their bamboo. So at the beginning of the turn, you can roll your dice and stuff, and you can earn money and buy cards, and it's a really fun game. It's really simple. It takes a little bit longer, 45 minutes. Not too bad, but highly suggest this one.
One more thing, he wanted games that played in an hour or less. So all of these games that we're going to go through today will play in an hour or less.
This next game is Imhotep. This game is about the Egyptians. You place your cargo on each ship and then people can sail ships. Someone will move the ship and park it in a certain spot, and you put all of your dudes in that spot in order of which they were placed on the ship. And this game is very fun.
Okay, what's next?
This next one is King of Tokyo. So this one is 2 to 6 players. It says 8 and up on the box, but honestly, if you're younger than 8, like 7 or 6, you could probably play this game. Kind of like a King of the Hill. Like, one person goes into Tokyo and they are trying to like take over the city and stuff, but then when you roll these dice, then you get damages and stuff, and you can leave Tokyo and come back. And this is just a really fun game. I like this game.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
This next one is Splendor. Splendor is a very fun game. I love this game. You take turns picking tiles, and you can choose different cards with the tiles that you have, and the cards have like diamonds on them or colors on them, so you can use them to buy different cards. And if you get a certain amount of cards, then you can have a noble visit you. And I just really like this game because it's quick, it's simple, it's not too in-depth that like you're just like overwhelmed when you finish the game. When you tell people board game, they're like, oh, Monopoly. And you're like, no. And you start them off with something like smaller that's still strategy, but it's not like too much. This is a great game. This one plays in 30 minutes, 10 and up, and an 8-year-old easily.
Totally can play it. Especially an 8-year-old who does Pandemic and
I know.
Ticket to Ride. Yeah.
That's impressive. This one is Ice Cold. So this game won the Kinderspiel des Jahres. Did I say that right?
Yeah, you said it right.
The children board game of the year instead of like the strategic or whatever. Anyway, I love this game so much. Like, I'm 13 and I love this game. You're 40 and you love this game.
I do love this game.
You have the school and you're in the school and you've gone out of class and you have these little penguins that you flick around with your finger, and they have fish on the top of the doors. And if you go through a door with a fish in it, then you get that fish and you get a point. Well, a card that either has 1, 2, or 3 points on it. There's a hall monitor, and if you get touched by the hall monitor, you have to give him your ID.
You get busted in the halls.
You get busted in
skipping class.
You get busted roaming the halls. So you have to give him your ID, and then the hall monitor gets a card if he gets your ID.
It's fairly quick. How long would you say? 20 minutes maybe? 30?
This can take even 15 minutes. If you play 2-player, I'm pretty sure each person is hall monitored twice.
Oh yeah, I think so. It sounds silly, but it's a lot of fun, even for adults. All right.
This is a fun game. This next game is Patchwork. Patchwork is a game where you are building a quilt, and this is a 2-player only game. Each person has a 9x9 grid, and there's all these quilt pieces around this board, and you can buy them with buttons, which is like money essentially. And then you move around the board, and then once you get to the middle, the game is over. And whoever has the most coins at the end of the game wins. And you get -2 coins for every square you haven't filled on your board at the end of the game. This is a really fun game. Every time you go to town or somewhere, we'll always bring this one along because you never know when you want to play a board game, but your whole family doesn't want to play board games. So 2-player board games for the win.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite 2-players. It's awesome.
I love that one. This last board game is King Domino. This is my favorite game.
Oh, this is your favorite, all time or just right now?
No, right now. So I have 2 favorite games. So one is more in-depth game.
Which one's
that? Takes longer, and that is Machi Koro. I really like that one. And then the one that's more lighthearted and less strategic is King Domino. This is so fun. It's 2 to 4 players. You choose each tile, and then you arrange them on your board in a 5x5 grid. You just place them on your board, and then you try and get similar things together. So if you have a bunch of forest, there's also cards that have a crown on them. Let's say you had 5 forests. So that's 5 times 5. That would be 25 points just right there off the bat. You can also play this game 2-player 7x7 grid, and that one is so much fun.
This one plays in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And it really does. And every time we sit down to play this, you finish a game and you're like, oh, come on, one more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's 7. These were handpicked by Kinsey. These are some of her favorites that are for 8-year-olds, and that all of them play in less than an hour. In fact, the longest one here is Takeoko, which says 45 minutes. There are a lot of great games out there that you can play with your 8-year-old. And Kinsey, thanks for joining me today. This has been awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime.
Okay, guys, shameless self-promo. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel at Kinsey Eileen.
We'll put a link in the description.
Yeah, I do crafts and baking.
All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Subscribe to this channel for more board game videos. This has been a top 7 list on Snowboard Gamer with Kinsey.
Yep.
Thanks, Kinsey, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye. In the spirit of King Tokyo, you're probably wondering why we have these slippers on in the beginning of the video. They're just little monster slippers because in King Tokyo there's monsters and stuff.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.